Welcome back to my channel, and then today's video is going to be teaching you how to change your trigger to an aftermarket trigger. And for those people who didn't know, basically there's some company are making Canik aftermarket trigger, and then this trigger is made by Freedomsmith USA. They're so generous to give me a pre-production model, and then also two anodized black trigger with the red trigger safety, and a gold and a black trigger safety for me to test it out. Today I'm going to teach you how to install this trigger, and basically all the aftermarket trigger principle will be the same. So I'm just going to use this trigger to just give you a example how to change the trigger. So for those people who are first time to be in my channel, make sure to like this video and also subscribe my channel for more videos to come. Let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, all you need to have is basically a hammer. If you have a gunsmith kit, like this hammer is really useful. If not, like this hammer will be fine. Some punch. If you have a gunsmith kit, basically the punch will be the size of 1/16 and 3/32. Okay, these are two punch that you're looking for to install this trigger. 1/16 is basically for this retention pin right there, and then the 3/32 is the one for punching everything out. You're going to use the bigger punch. So I'm going to install the black one on the trigger. Okay, so basically Canik trigger is already really nice. Everything is empty for sure. Okay, it's really nice, but the aftermarket trigger is going to fix the pre-travel part. Okay, like this part right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is basically we're going to take off the slide, and then we just need to work on the frame. Okay, if you have a supporting block for doing a gunsmith, you can do that. If not, you can just basically use a rotate. Okay, I'm going to use this kind, but no matter what kind of rotate tape roll that you have, it's going to support the gun. It's totally fine. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So first thing first, there's 4 pins that you need to take out. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the little thing is that it's in the way. It's a tiny little pin right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a tiny little pin. It's holding this safety lever. Okay, not safety lever, sorry, the take down lever for the slide. So we're going to take that thing out. So first thing first, I'm going to, here's the thing, I'm trying to find the tiniest. If I'm trying to use this 1/16, it's still really hard to punch that out. So what I'm going to do, I find a some people say screwdriver, but the screwdriver kit that has tons of different tools like this kind. So I found a tiny little the tiniest punch as possible to do that. So all I need to do is basically, if you look at this, it's going to punch that right there. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a little tap. All right. Let's see. All right, so that's the pin right there. That's the pin. It's really small, so make sure to keep it safety. So I'm just going to put it inside the tape roll. So once you take that thing out, it's really easy to take everything out. So first thing, you just pop this out, right? Put it in the middle, and then before you take this entire takedown lever, make sure to use your index finger to hold the top, because there's a retention right there, just a spring inside. So I'm just going to hold it and take this pin out, and then slowly release, so you can take this. I'm just going to use this so you can take this out. There's a spring inside. See? Okay, I'm just going to put it there. The rest of the part is really easy and simple. Same thing, you just need to take the punch. Okay, front, middle, and back. I'm going to take it out. Get some tab right there, front, middle, and back. Alright, so once you take that out, and then you just take out all the roll pins. Okay, I'm just going to the front. I think I need to put more tab right there. There you go. Just going to take this out. Middle and back. Okay. All these does is basically going to take this entire thing apart, just like the picture that you see. I'm going to take everything out so I can take out the block and the sear and also the entire trigger bar and take it out. Okay, so I'm going to take it out. And I know some guns, make sure to remember, like some guns are new. They are really new, so they're probably going to be really tight. Just make sure, just work your time, take your time, don't worry about it. Like, wiggle the part out, don't try to like jig everything out, that's not really good. But yeah, see, if you like me, I'm shooting this gun for more than like what, 10,000 rounds. So for me, it's probably going to be a little bit easier, but not quite that easy. So I'm just going a little wiggle right there to take the front out. Okay, once you take it out, remember there is a tiny little spring inside. This is the spring, is giving the retention for your slide release. We're going to keep that, so put it in the center row, don't miss that. And then we're going to take out the sear, same thing, just work your time, take your time, wiggle it out. Okay, once you take it out, the entire trigger bar, the trigger assembly is going to come out like that. Okay, and then we'll just put the frame on the side, and then slowly work on the spring. So take that out. Don't worry about the rest of the spring, just keep that way. And then we're going to work on the trigger. As you can see, all the aftermarket trigger, they have some company that are really good. They already put the roll pin right there, so it's really easy to work with. So if you think about it, that's the only pin that is holding the entire trigger. So we're going to take it out. Okay, so for me, I like to keep the trigger and the pin. So I'm just going to punch this way, so that pin is going this way, and then it can easily take out the trigger. Let's get in a little support. Okay. Okay. Don't need to punch really far away because it's really easy to take that out. And then you're going to switch it to the trigger that you're going to use. Okay. So same principle, I'm going to put it back in and then line up the hole. Okay. And then we're just going to give it a little tap. Alright. Now it started having retention, even though it's not lined up, but you will see that the trigger has some retention on the trigger bar. So we're just going to make sure that it's lined up. Okay, that should be lined up. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's lined up. And then just give a couple taps. Almost to the end, I will suggest you use a punch to make sure that you don't damage any anodize on the trigger bar. So I'm just going to like put a couple tabs on it. Alright, that should be fine. Perfect. All right. Ooh, that's really good. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to do is going back opposite. So we're going to connect the spring first. So the way we do is go inside from the bottom to the top, and then we're going to hook it like that. Okay, and then you're going to take the frame and put a sear back, just like that. Okay, and the trigger, okay, make sure to put the trigger back. Right now there's some retention right there, but don't worry about it. It will line up as soon as we put the pin back. Whoops. And then same thing, we're going to put this back. So we'll just put the row pin. Okay. Same thing, give it a little tap. Make sure that's correct. So hold this down to make sure that row pin is in the right position. And then same thing, we're going to use a trigger punch to make sure that's inside. Ooh, that looks really nice. Perfect. All right. Almost there. Then we're going to work on the middle part. Remember, I'm talking about the tiny little spring for the slide release. That's the one we're going to put it first. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there is a tiny little hole that is for this part. Okay, we're going to put that back in just like that. Okay, so first thing, I should put this back first. So put the slide release and put the spring back, and then you just kind of just lay on. Just going to lay on the, just like that. Put it on, put it back into the hole, and then just lay on the slide release, and then hold this position for a while, because if you're trying to move the other way, it's going to fall off. So then we're going to put this back. Okay, this side. Okay, the U shape is going to the front, and this part is going to put it like this way. Okay, so don't worry about it. Like same thing, work your way. Okay, just like that. Oops, see, it likes to fall off. So that's the part. Okay, going to put it back just like that. All right, and then hopefully it should be fine now. All right, perfect. That should be fine. Okay. Once we put it back, that spring, it's not going anywhere, and then we're going to put all the pin back. So the way how we do it, I like to put a punch through this hole, because if I go this way, I can try to line up everything together, because this is a really important pin. If you put it wrong way, your gun won't work. So I like to just put it over there, so everything of the component is going to line up. So before we punch, and then we can put the punch, put the pin back in. So just hold it, and then all right, perfect. I feel that it's going to be in right position. Give it a couple taps. Perfect, and that should be fine. And then, same thing. Use the punch, use the bigger one. And make sure it's flush. That's really nice. That is really nice. All right, and you have a function trigger now. And then the rest of it, it's just really easy. We're just going to put this back, same thing, just put it back. Almost to the end, use the punch, just make sure it's flush. Perfect. And then we're going to put the spring back in. Okay. And once we hold that down, there's a hole for that, and we're just going to put this back. Just like that. If you're trying to see if the other way works, the other way you can still put it in, but it just looks weird. So that you will know it's like not the right side. And then we're just going to flip it this way, and we're going to pop this back in. Make sure that it's lined up. I don't know if you can see it. Make sure that is lined up so you can put this tiny pin back. Okay. So just kind of put it in. Give it a couple tap. Make sure it's stable. Some people like to use the punch and they keep punching. And for me, I just like to use this. And just kind of like clamp it together. And once it's flush, you will see it is flush. Okay, and then function check, that thing is working, trigger is working, and then put the slide back, do a function check. Slide, it's working, slide lock is working, that's a trigger. Oh, love that trigger. See, that's the only tickle that you have, basically nothing. And then the safety, check the safety, still working. Yep, the safety is still working. Okay, disengage the safety. Boom. Reset. Boom. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right. So that's everything you need to know how to do the trigger. Exchange the trigger. And then if you have other questions, leave it in a comment below and let me know. And then if you like this video, same thing, give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe my channel for more videos to come. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. And if you want to watch more, click the video on the right.